Hey everybody, welcome to Tattooed in Business. I am your host, Brian Merrill, and this is Life and Business Through the Eyes of a Gen X male who's been in corporate sales for over 20 years. And these are the life lessons that I've learned over my 20-year career and lessons that I've learned throughout the different adventures and such I've had in my life. So today I want to talk about chaos. And chaos is my comfort. And this is kind of how I live my life. And there's a lot of people that have a very similar mindset that I do. And a lot of times people have a hard time understanding how we live this way. So um, it really kind of goes back to how we deal with stress and how we handle certain situations in life, from the time we're young to throughout the growing process and and everything into where we are in life and want to be in life. We all have different comfort zones, and one of the things that I've talked about it before. I'm a sales hunter, so I hunt. I mean that's what I do. I like to go after new business. It is a hunt. It is like a thrill thing for me to land new customers, and find the right matches to work with uh, for what I do for my career. And it always has been. Even when I was selling more of a transactional sale, it's still a hunting game for me. And it's a very chaotic thing for people, especially if this is not something that you are comfortable with and you don't find is norm for yourself. And this isn't, necessarily a lifestyle for everybody to live, but I'm one of these people and find other people like mindset like myself. We live in this world of chaos, and that's very comforting to us. And I don't mean drama. I don't mean bullshit day to day drama crap like that. I mean it's I hold myself to a very high standard. So this last couple weeks ago, I had a conversation with my daughter, and she's stressing out. My daughter doesn't deal with stress well. She takes a little after her late mom, and that nature. And for me, I'm one of these people that I can be really stressed out inside, and at times you can't tell. And other times, like we always joke around, like I go from 0 to 100 a flip of a switch, depending on how the mood strikes me and whatnot. I'm really big on how to deal with somebody is coming to you in a stressed out situation, how you handle it and how you react to it. Most people will react to the situation. So I was a combat medic in the Army, and one of the greatest lessons I learned was to respond to the situation, not to react to it. And it's not easy. So when you come from this world of chaos and stress and high level, um, just things going on around you, and learning how to calm it down and deal with it. I freaked a lot of people out because when you would think I'm going to fly off the handle and I would be flipping out, I'm going to be losing my shit, I'll be the calmest. And that's because in that moment of chaos, it's comforting for me. This is where I get to shine. This is where I get to relax, so to say, and I just can turn off emotions a lot and handle the task at hand. Um, so the mindset of that didn't come from being in the military. The mindset from that came from when I was a kid. Um, like I've talked about before, like in part of my eyes, I had a great life, but reality is I also suppressed a lot of things, like most people do. I mean, I don't want anyone to think that I had like this really rough life, and I really did not. We didn't have money, grew up with money, and all these things. I mean, well, I didn't know that. I mean, we didn't live in that mindset of we don't have. We were grateful for everything we had, and my mom was a very grateful person, and she worked her ass off. And seeing that, inspired me a lot. I have an older brother who I'll always say he's my hero. He took the brunt from so many things for me in life. I have a younger brother who is 14 years younger than me that is it's funny, like when the three of us get together, like I tell everyone, like I'm the black sheep, in the family. I'm the one that's different. I'm the one that's, more intense, more that. But I also find my comfort level is in that mindset and that situation of chaos. So, chaos may not, you may not be seeing it the same way I do. So a lot of times, like when you're hunting for sales in life, it's very stressful. You're putting a lot of weight on your shoulders. I truly look at the success of the company on my shoulder, and if I fail, what happens? And there's people that you will work with that will push your buttons and try to attack you because they know that you take that very seriously. I take it very seriously being a new business development and being a hunter in sales. I take it very seriously. I love being in sales. We just had this meeting this week, so I'm happy to say a great friend of mine came to work with us, and I'm very thankful. Great guy. He does the things that I don't do well. Amazing, and I don't know how else to put it, but Kevin is a guy who he can hone me in even and calm me down and get me to see things, even if he's feeling the same way. He has the ability to control my mindset and calm me down when I'm losing my shit. But he also knows that I'm very hard on myself, and I take everything I do very seriously. I hate losing a sale, and it sucks, but it is part of the job. So in the world of new business development, it is going to be very chaotic because you need to go out and you need to find these places. So right now we're getting ready to launch a social media campaign, and that is going to help a lot of getting your name out there. We did a rebrand. There's a lot of things going on these last few months in my life, right? A lot of different things coming into my world. The GY6 brand is about to change. So the GY6 brand is going to go back to what I originally wanted it to be, but it also is the way that I live my life. And it's important to me. Your word is important to me. The way you control a situation when it goes bad is important to me. How I work with somebody, how we react to things, because I try not to ever react, and I catch myself doing it. And it's more about responding to a situation. And where my frustration comes in is trying to get people to think and do things the way I do. And you got to realize it isn't always going to be that way. And what works for you doesn't work for somebody else, and vice versa. So in my world, there's a lot of chaos, right? So brand new brand new business, right? So we have people, process of procedures trying to go in place, and my job is to go after and chase new business and bring it in. But like the last 2 months, we really haven't been able to do that. So to me, that's like messing with my mind, and that's creating this uneasy, this uncomfortness in my mind. So what brings me back in is when I get in that little bit of that chaos mode, where now I have a new client that I'm working with, or they have a new project that I need to be attentive to. And we always used to talk about this, you're like going nuts, going, I got to do this, I got to do this, I got to do this. And I started working with. I hate the word virtual assistant because they're so much more than they're not an assistant. I mean, it's like a virtual guide, I guess. But I started working with Kathy Servos, and she's amazing. Literally has me doing things that I know I need to be doing, know I should have been doing, but it puts it in format for me. And she recognizes that I live in that world of chaos, and that's where my comfort zone is. So she doesn't take it away from me. She's teaching me how to make it organized chaos. So why does somebody like me and other people out there like that? Why are we looking for that chaos? Why does that bring us comfort? I don't know if there's a right answer for everybody. For me, that chaos keeps my mind off the things in life that would normally in the past have brought me down, I guess. When I'm going and I'm hunting for a customer and I'm working with a customer and I'm trying to find out about their businesses, how I can help them and everything, that's very chaotic. but yet it's controlled. So that's why I'm comfortable in it. It's my way of controlling. And I know I don't have to, you have a say in the outcome. But again, I go back to there's always, two outcomes to everything in life. But having that chaos hones me in different ways. And I don't know if everyone in that situation feels the same way I do or not. I know that when I'm working on something, it doesn't matter what it is, if I'm home or whatever, if it's too mundane, lackadaised, that flips me out. I would rather have somebody passionate, um, vocal, like I joke. One of my jokes is in my dating when I'm like, yeah, I got to date. So whoever I date, they got to be a little bit of a bitch to me. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, I won't be able to handle it. And there's a little bit of truth there. I need something to to challenge me, and that's my comfort. That chaos that would challenge you and everything is where my comfort zone comes in, and I feel better under pressure. I'll never forget this. So way back in, oh my god, what year was it? I think it was 2099. Anyhow, I was going through PLDC, so my pre-leadership development course for the Army, to where you make your sergeant rank, where I've been promoted, so that's how you keep it. And um, during that training, you take turns as platoon leader, squad leader, and just because of the way they did it, they went around and they took the middle of the alphabet, and I just happened to be the first guy, so I was the first one. So I had the entire our platoon there. Where as people fail, they drop off, so you have less and less people, right? So I'm starting day one with no guidance, no nothing to go by. I'm the platoon sergeant, and what I did really well was listen to other people when they had good ideas, implement them. And that's what I did. And I think part of that being a combat medic helped that because, like I said, I go back to you learn in a combat medic, a paramedic. Okay, for anyone who doesn't know, so a paramedic in real life. If you've ever met someone who's an EMT paramedic mindset, when the world's crashing and the world's going to shit, they're in their fucking glory, man. You got this, and you're calm. So that's where maybe I was able to sustain it in life, is learning that, and I'm very thankful for that. So when I went into it, I did all my stuff and everything, and I was first of all, I was really happy. I'm not trying to brag, but out of my unit that set everyone the PLDC, I was the first person in 2 years to pass it on the first time. I was also one of three people in my class that did not have to retake any test. It was the first time go on everything. I didn't have a great grade, but I never had to retest. There was only three of us, and we all had very similar backgrounds. Um, just I don't know if that made a difference, but we had similar backgrounds. And I'll say this out loud now. Um, I had someone in my group that we were doing the land nav, and you get timed on it. She came back, she missed one of her points. I was done, and I looked over and she was crying. And I looked at her and I said, "What's going on?" She told me, I said, "You still got time." I fucking cheated. I helped her cheat. I showed her how to find her last one and got back in time. I don't care that she made a simple mistake. It's very stressful. What a leader does is they find out where someone's weak and they help them and they take them to that level. That chaotic moment, I was calm, I was comforting, and I was able to help somebody. That's why I like living in that world of chaos. It comforts me. When I'm doing a sales and it's chaotic, I'm helping that customer. I'm helping the other salesperson. I'm trying to help them take that off them. And if I let you see me losing my shit on that's where I fail. Now take myself out of that situation. Yeah, that's when I'm losing my shit. That's when I'm hard to work with. That's when I'm hard to deal with. That's when I'm the prima donna. It's not when it's in that chaotic situation. When the shit hits the fan and something's going wrong and everything seems to be falling apart, that's where I come in and I feel comfortable because I know how to calm and control the situation. No one's perfect. We don't win everything. Um, you know, nobody's perfect in life. That's why I got out of being a combat medic. That's why I got out of the service. Is everyone has something that happens to them that makes you say that I can't handle this, and that's what happened to me. That's how I got into sales. Um, so when we so the world of chaos and everything that's going on right now, even whether it's in your personal life, business life, family, friends, doesn't matter. It's okay to not thrive in a chaotic situation. It's okay. There's certain people that is their norm, and it doesn't mean that they're better. It doesn't mean they're weaker. It doesn't mean anything. We all have different personalities, different mindsets, and that's why I say I don't work well with everybody. Everyone doesn't work well with me. Sometimes it's my personality. Sometimes it's expectations. Sometimes it's just not meant to be, right? I truly believe in the universe. I believe in something that bring. I don't believe in luck. I don't believe in coincidence. We are where we're supposed to be in life because of whatever it is that we are doing is putting us on this path. It may take us longer to get to where we're supposed to be, but ultimately, it's we're going to be where we're supposed to be because that's what we're supposed to be in. And this has taken me a long time to learn that. And now that I've honed in and I do the meditation and I will always push this, guys. Meditation mindset that does help you deal with chaotic situations, with stress levels, with everything. And then they find that they're not as bad. Or maybe I can handle this. And that's what it's a lot of it's about. But the more I've done that over the years, I've changed my mindset. And you're gonna win and lose friends over the years doing this type of stuff. But you got to remember that I posted this to somebody, and it was one of the greatest quotes I think I've ever seen. And it was, "A snake sheds its skin not because it's changing, but because it just became a bigger snake." And I was sitting there going, "Wow, that's like fucking so true, right?" Think about it. Once a snake, always a snake, right? They just get a little bit bigger sometimes. But being able to see that and deal with that now has come from, honestly, a lot of it has been the last few months dealing with my owner. Uh, she's helped me see things through different light. Talking to Kevin every day. Kevin helps me look at things through different mindset because he's an operations. In all honesty, Kevin's a fucking operations guru, and he's one of the best team builders I've ever met. And quite honestly, what he does better than anyone I've ever seen is he takes the deck that he's dealt and he figures out where everybody's strengths and are going to benefit them in the long run for the company, the good of the company, and the good of that person. And he's not afraid to get rid of that person if need be. But he's really good at doing that, where I'm not. I try, but like he's that guy who really holds it in, and that allows me to go live in my world, and that world of new business development, that world of knocking on doors. And Kevin's good at that too. I mean, he likes doing that as well. But I'm better at that, where he's way better at this. And so we complement each other well. And then we have our owner, who she's like, she's got a great vision, great intensity level, and um, the connections is huge too. But there's so many things that she has been in business for so long. She's the one that hones us in and says, "Okay, look, this is why you're going to act this way, not this way, and this is why we do this or that." And it's still open minded. 30. I just want to picture this. Okay, try being with someone for 33 years. You've been doing something for one way for 33 years. Then have somebody come in and try to change it, this and that, and be open enough, that person, to hear what you have to say and even implement stuff and not have the attitude that, "Well, I've been doing this for 33 years and I know what I'm doing and I'm not going to listen." That's huge. That's where you find that connection, right? That like that team. And I truly believe like this team that we have right now is going to be really powerful and really dominant. Um, and that's because of the way we live in different worlds. And I'm going to be the high strung one all the time. I'm going to be the one that has to be honed in because of the way I just run, 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 and then have to be brought down to earth, so to say. Um, at a personal level, yeah, the chaos still comes in here, you know, and my son has been dealing with it since he was little, but it's not fun for him sometimes. He sees me run, run, run. Like great example is today, right? So today is storm out, snow storming. So last night we made a decision. We got our refrigerator died. We could either put together the refrigerator last night, let it get up to temperature, go grocery shopping, and have it all ready to go today, or we could go see the new Batman movie. We went to see the new Batman movie, and this morning, what a freaking chaotic freaking mess. I mean, snow bad, hardware store up the road, right? I literally need four nuts. That's all I need. I'm four nuts short. I'm doing it because there's bolts but no nuts to hold on the bottom hinges. You go up. It took them an hour to go like 7 miles, right? And I don't even know if it was 7 miles. It might have been round trip. And they didn't have the right ones. He brings back completely wrong ones. I flip out. I go up. They don't have the right ones. They don't have the. It was just like crazy. So now I'm super pissed. Now I got to go to Binghamton, which I'm looking to move anyhow. Just because of wanting to be closer to work and everything. But so we go down. I'm like, absolutely not. We're down here. We're grocery shop. We're doing everything. Car's cold. Everything will be fine. For four fucking nuts. Four nuts. And the whole time, you know, that stress, that all this about is comforting to me, where it's not for him. So when it's comforting to me, and I'm in my moment, and I'm living that chaos and stress, I'm making him uneasy. I'm making him hurt. I'm making him um, not comfortable or whatever his feelings are. That's the downside of being a guy like me is you have to learn how to hone that in so that you're not negatively affecting somebody else. And that's been the hardest part for me on a personal level. In a business world, it's real simple for me. Fucking take it or leave it. I mean, seriously. You know, like I said, I love what I do. If you don't have the same passion for me and that I do, and want to be in the same industry as me, then I don't want to be around you. I mean, I'm really like that much of a dick at times. I love doing this. And if you don't want to do this with me, and I'm going to tell you what, I will get you to the next level. You will be driving a new fucking car. You will be freaking bitching about my name as your mortgage is paid in advance. That's how I see my success. Curse my name as you're getting all this stuff done because you got a raise, because you got hours, because you got these things. That's my job. That's why I put that pressure on myself to deliver. And when we got to let somebody go or go part time or something like that, I see that as my personal failure because that's my job is to make sure that shit doesn't happen. And in that world of chaos for that, it's comforting to me to know that I was able to deliver, that somebody was able to get these things, and I will not fail. So I started this off. So in my office, my daughter came to me and she has her degree. She's going to go back to school and kind of freaking out because hey, geez, it's not the tuition, it's all these other expenses for going for a medical thing. And I told her, don't worry, we'll figure it out. And I was, I'm hurt, I'm upset because I feel like I failed because I always wanted to be able to just cut my daughter that check for her tuition, right? So I went up on the board behind me and I drew a 1 through 40. And I wrote right out, I said, equals Terrace tuition. Less than 40 equals sell your bike. because you have to have a consequence when you don't hit those goals. There's no way I want to sell my motorcycle. There's no way that I want my daughter to not be able to go and enjoy school and have everything that she needs and wants. I have to come up with that. I have to figure that out. I did this less than 30 days ago. 35 more. 5 new fucking customers in 30 days. That's a lot. So that chaos, this is the controlled chaos. I turn and I look at that board every day, and I know what I got to do. I'm controlling it. Here's why I want to live in that chaos, because that equals this result. That's going to bring me in here. And you have to have a consequence. Like it doesn't have to be extreme like that, but you have to have a consequence. Otherwise, it's meaningless. And I tried to have this explanation, this conversation with my father, and he like totally does not understand. It's like, oh, well, I just would be like, well, geez, I did this great, I did this, so okay, you can say that all you want, but did you think that when you were throwing baseballs at me because I was afraid of the ball, or when we had to run around freaking trailer doing laps because we didn't name every Major League Baseball team? No, you taught us negative reinforcement, whether you want to admit it or not. So, I mean, that you have to have a consequence to get something. Otherwise, it's just meaningless. It's, shit, I didn't do it, man. Shit, better luck next time. No, there has to be, if there's a reward, there has to be a punishment if you fail. So I will not get to that point where I have to sell my bike. Now, I have 2 years to hit this number that I got to hit. However, I'm not giving myself 2 years. I'm giving myself 1 year to do it. And I'll hit it. But that I have to live in that world of chaos to do it. And I go back to chaos is comforting for me. It's hard to explain to a lot of people why people like myself live like this, but it is our norm. And again, I go back, I'm not talking about drama. I'm not talking about looking for drama, looking for these situations. I'm talking about I'm not fucking content with doing the bare minimum in life and squeaking by and getting by so that I can go play golf or go play softball or go freaking play pool or whatever. That's not me. If I don't hit my goals and my shit, then I don't allow myself to go to horseshoes. I don't allow myself to go play pool. And I don't allow myself to go play golf. I need to work hard, play hard. I don't go on vacation if I don't hit what I want to hit, if I don't make what I want to make. And I know you need to go do that stuff, but you can't just reward yourself for almost. And I know there's a lot of people that won't agree with me on that. And that's absolutely fine. But again, I live in my chaos is my comfort level. So that's my 2 cents on it. And I hope you can kind of see where you're at in life and what's comfortable for you. What's comfortable and works for me doesn't have to work for you, doesn't need to be comfortable for you. And you're more than welcome to be any way you want to be. That's what we're here for, right? But this is how people like me mindset is. There's reward, there's consequence. There's comfort in moving 10,000 miles an hour. There's comfort in when the world's coming to shit, I got this. That's a very comforting feeling for someone like me. So on that note, I want to say I hope everyone was safe today. Nobody got in accidents. Everyone's doing good. Don't forget to turn the clock back. Daylight savings time in the middle of a fucking snowstorm. Welcome to New York State. And I hope everyone has a great night. And I hope, like I said, check out the scroll below. Send me messages, emails. Check me out. Like, share. If there's anybody out there you think could get something from listening to any of these podcasts, please share it with them. And we'd love to hear from you. On that note, this is Tattooed in Business, and I am Brian Merrill, and I am out. Everybody have a great evening.